Foster Thompson, Post 1.
Mr. Thompson, this is Caban One. I just hit you up on Twitter about the interview.
Oh, hey, what's up, man?
How you doing? Okay, we're gonna go in the intros and we're gonna get right into the interview.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Jared, you recording?
Yeah. Let's go ahead, Chris. Let's talk.
Okay, this is Christian Caban along with Jared Boxing, Beats and Rhymes, and we're here with Tony the Tiger Thompson. Welcome, champ.
Hey, how y'all doing today? Can y'all hear me all right?
Yes.
Fine over here.
Go for it.
Okay, my first question. We see you have an upcoming fight with Odlanier Solis. Are you excited? And how you see that fight playing out?
Well, hell yeah, I'm excited. I think if Odlanier come in good shape, I think it'd be a good fight for the fans. If he lives up to his part of the bargain. I'm excited for the fans. I'm also excited for myself because, it puts me right back at number 2. So.
That's what's up. And my next question is that your last fight with Poliv, you started off good, and you kind of faded in the mid rounds. You want to get up? Would you like to do a rematch with that too?
Well, I only took the fight on short notice because it was for the mandatory for the IBF. So, that's the only reason why I took the fight. Yeah, I like a rematch, but if it ain't worth anything, what's the sense? I'm on to something else. Like I said again, he already mandatory. They would never fight me, until he gets knocked out by Vladimir first. Then, left with no options, they might want to rematch, but they don't have no reason to rematch me right now. So I'm on the other things. Like I said, the fight with Solis makes me number 2 in the IBF. That's one fight away from the mandatory shot again.
Okay, Jared, you got something to say?
Yeah, hello, Mr. Thompson. How you doing? This is Errol Jarrett Boxing.
I'm fine.
All right,
No
great,
problem.
man. Oh, all right, so we obviously us over in the UK, and you coming over and upsetting David Price. When you came over, I honestly didn't think he was going to win because because of the Klitschko thing, people probably had you as an underdog, but you put on in a great performance and knocked him out. Can you go through us again? What was going through your mind, and when you knocked him out, how did you feel in that on the first fight?
Well, I mean, you weren't the only person that thought I was going to lose. A lot of people write me off. But if like I told people, I might not be the most, aesthetically pleasing looking fighter out there, but if you're honest about my career, I've done a lot more than David Price has ever thought about it as a professional. And, losing to Vladimir is no shame. I lost to the best in the world. I wasn't at my best when I caught him. I know a lot of people want to say it's an excuse, but it is what it is, man. That's why I'm still fighting. I'm getting healthier. I'm getting better. I want another shot at Vlad, at the best I could be right as of today. But, David to me wasn't even an obstacle. I mean, he's a tough guy. He knocked me down because I got overly aggressive trying to stop him early. But as you've seen, once I got up, I still was the man. He had one good moment. That was his moment. And from there, from the first through the fourth, first round, third, fourth, and fifth round, I controlled easily. And, the outcome was inevitable.
Yeah. I was mainly with the first fight. The first fight to me was the one. See the check hook you caught him with. They try to say it was a fluke. Yeah. Now me watching that fight, I knew you had him. There was a point in that fight where you realized, hold up, he ain't all that. You started moving around, and then you caught him in the first fight with that shot. They tried to say it was a fluke, but that was a real devastating concussive punch, man. You hit him with. That was it, man. Go on.
Well, not only was it a good punch, it was a planned punch. I try to tell people we was in the gym working on that. We saw where we could attack him. I'm a veteran. I saw my opportunity to use the move. It was an under and over move. The under shot was supposed to catch him in the chin. It didn't, but it caught him in a great spot in the solar plexus, and it straightened him right up. If people watch it, I came under his jab, hit him in the solar plexus, stepped over, hit him with a right hook. I mean, you call it a fluke all you want. That's why I was so much more impressed with the second fight. It showed that I was just clearly the better fighter. He knocked me down. I got up. I stopped him. Point was given right there.
Yeah. I got this. What? Just like another question as well. Yeah, like So after actually, after the fight, you was calling out Tyson Fury, man. Like, what's your beef with Tyson Fury?
I mean, he's just a loud mouth guy. He's talking his way to big fights. He hasn't done anything. You know, at least David Price people had enough gumption and balls to put him in there with a live heavyweight. You know, Tyson has never been in there with anybody that, you know, all of them pose a threat to him because he can't fight. But, you know, they haven't put him in there with anybody that was capable of exposing him, even though a few people almost did it. You know, if Cunningham was a legitimate heavyweight, he would have stopped Fury easily. You know, a couple of other guys would have beat his ass. So, you know, and he's just been mouthing off about me. And I'm the type of guy, man, you know, you want to talk that trash, let's do it. I'm not running from anybody. You know, old man told me long time ago, you want to get some ass, you got to bring some ass. So I'm bringing mine. He's not bringing his. Hold on one second.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, you know,
Yeah.
if he wants to do it, let's do it. Tell whoever is running the show over there, Peter Fury, whoever, you know, stop putting the guy out there using my name to get, you know, to draw in the fans and ratings or whatever it is you're doing. And let's put on, and besides, I think it'll be a good fight for the fans.
Yeah.
No, he's not that great of a fighter, but he's a huge guy, and he's going to pose a challenge to anybody. But I would expose him easily. Matter of fact, I think it's an easier fight than the David Price fight.
Ooh. Okay. Okay. Go ahead, Beats.
Yes, it is. Yeah. Before I start, Mr. Thompson, how you doing?
I'm great.
Before you start, I'm gonna have to take a little poke at you, right? Because I don't know if it was used in the UK. We've got two horse races. We've got the Grand National and the Derby, and you pick one long 50-1 shot, man, and that nag is still probably running now. I just want to say, but that's that you got to speculate to accumulate.
Did you finish the race?
I'm not sure. It's probably still running now. It's all good. But I agree with you with the Tyson Fury fight because, in my opinion, David Price hits a lot harder. They understand that you're a seasoned heavyweight. You'll go down. You'll get back up. You know how to fight your way. You're not scared. You're a mature heavy. It's not a good fight for them, really, at this stage. So I don't expect Peter Fury to be knocking your door anytime soon. I don't expect that. Was you expecting... No, I don't. Sorry about that. Was you expecting a harder fight in the second fight with David Price?
No. Why? Like I said, I've done a lot bigger things in the fight game. David Price, he's no match for me. I have a good one.
Yes, indeed.
Period. I mean, me and my team, we felt that way. We were super confident in the fight. And again, the class showed easily, guys. You know, he was in the fight for a second, but as you see, I easily overtook David. Easily.
Yes.
He had one moment again because I got anxious and I tried to stop him early, and he was able to knock me down. But again, I got up and I stopped him 5 rounds. You know.
Yeah.
I didn't think he was gonna make it 5 rounds for real.
I tell you what, man. I never heard you. Did you hear that? Frank Maloney and a few other people tried to say the first fight, that blow you landed to Kale Price was an illegal punch. I never heard you respond to that. Can you just respond to that now?
What was illegal about it? I hit him on the side of the head in the temple. He went down. How was it illegal? The referee didn't say it was illegal. Nobody else is saying it's illegal except for the team that lost. That tells you all you need to know. There's no need to respond to foolishness. You know, I mean,
yes,
it's Frank's job to cover David's butt, and that's all he was doing. He was covering his prized possessions, but he lost to supposed to be an old fat guy. Yeah, I was looking real fat, you know, and they just couldn't believe I beat him. So obviously, you have to have the excuses for why this young, pretty, big punching, devastating fighter lost to this old, aging fat. You know, so you have to say those things. I didn't take it personally from Frank. He's doing what a guy do. He's got his guy back. So
yeah, damage limitation.
My last question before I hand it over to Chris. You first peaked my radar when you knocked out Krasniqi in Europe a few years back, and he was expected to beat you. Is that what you thrive on, just going into another man's turf and just taking over? Is that what you thrive on? Is that what gets you up?
I love it. I absolutely love it. Now, I love to get me some fights in my hometown so my fans can see me, but I love going to other people's backyards, hearing their fans boo me, and then just silence.
Okay.
It's a beautiful sound when they just shut the hell up.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry guys. What about Amir Mansour? He's calling out all the US heavyweights. Has he?
I'm sorry. Say it again.
Has Amir Mansour piqued your radar? He's a knockout puncher, American heavyweight.
Who is it?
Okay.
Amir
Mansour.
Amir Hardcore Mansoon. Do you know who he is?
Mansour.
Next question. We're not even going to entertain that.
Yeah, that's right. There you go.
Yeah, I'm not even going to entertain that. I don't know who he is.
That's right.
Mr.
There's no sense in talking about him.
Go on, Chris.
Mr. Thompson, who do you want next?
Well, you mean after the Solis fight? I'm not thinking about anybody until I beat Solis.
You can call out anybody. Who do you want next?
I'm not thinking about anybody until I beat Solis. Solis is a legitimate guy. I can't afford to, take my attention off of him for a second. I have a job to do. Once that job is over, I just want to continue. Whatever fight gets me closer to Vladimir, those are fights I want. I want fights that gets me closer to Vladimir.
Yeah. Sorry, Aaron. Done.
Yeah. Thanks, Beats. Yeah. What I was gonna say. So I like to go back with you. Like I looked on your box record. You started boxing. Was it 29? Is that right?
27. Yeah.
27. Yeah, I was wondering why and what were you doing before you came into the pro game? Do you tell us about your amateur career? Because I like to know this background. Like, why you start in your early 20s. Go ahead.
Well, wasn't much of an amateur career. First of all, I never really liked boxing. I never knew what I wanted to get into boxing. I wanted to be a police officer. When that fell through, I just started exploring other options about my life. I knew I had a pretty decent body. And we all think we tough guys. We see somebody like, yeah, I think I could take him. We all do that. So I said, let me get in here and see if I'm actually a legitimate tough guy or am I just barking trash like the rest of them. And lo and behold, I actually happen to be pretty good at fighting. And I'm very anal about being able to do stuff well, especially if I get beat by somebody. I don't like it. I take it personal. Somebody says, well, he's supposed to beat you. I don't believe that. You can't absolutely tell me this guy is just supposed to beat me because you said so.
Yeah.
Show me.
So that's how you became into the fight game. So you didn't have no amateur, you just went straight into the pros.
Well, I had 15 amateur fights. I was 13-2 or 12-3, something like that. It wasn't no real big career to speak of. I didn't, I went to one tile, to try to make the Olympics. I missed out on that. Like the semifinals, I just went on from there. There wasn't no time to stay in the amateur game. I was already 28. It was time to, turn pro, see what I could do.
Yeah. Do you ever think about if you started earlier, you'd have been mixing with some good heavyweights as well, but,
Oh, yeah. I have no doubt of my ability once I started fighting and my commitment to this game, my style. I think I would have caused problems from everybody, short of Muhammad Ali. I would never, disrespect Muhammad Ali. I think I would have gave him some gold, but Muhammad Ali is a special guy. Along with a few other heavyweights, Mike Tyson's, guys like that, Foreman, maybe no chance at all. But
Lennox
everybody
Lewis.
else, I got him. And I think I'd beat the shit out of Lennox Lewis.
Yeah, you think you beat up the Lion, bro?
Yeah. I beat the holy crap out of Lennox. No, let me stop, man. I think Lennox was an all-time great as well, but I think I stand a better chance with a guy like him.
Okay, let me ask another question before Beats jumps in. So your name, the Tiger. How did you come about with the name, the Tiger? Yeah.
Well, I'm an animal lover. I have a tiger tattooed on my arm, as everybody's seen me fight. You know, I was messing around with my kids one day, and then, you know, my kids were like, "Hey, Dad, you should be Tony the Tiger like the cereal." And I was like, "Yeah, I like it. Let's do it." Yeah, and it just stuck. It was just a nickname my kids gave me. That's all.
Oh, okay. All right. Go ahead, Beats.
Yeah, you seem to be insinuating that Pulev would just get knocked out by Vlad if he gets a title shot next. So you're basically not impressed, even though you lost the fight on points.
No,
you're not impressed.
No, he will get. No, I lost the fight, but you know, people don't know the games behind the games in boxing. I just came off a tough fight with David Price. 2 of them, matter of fact, they knew that. So, you know, in order for me to get the shot at the mandatory, I had to take the date that they offered me. 4 weeks later, not enough time to heal up, not enough time to have a proper training camp. They knew it. They told me as such. You know, like bring me over short notice. His backyard. You're not gonna get the decision with that.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I knew that, so I had to press for the knockout early, and I just ran out of gas. I don't have a promoter. I don't have a big time promoter watching my back, doing the things for me that they do for Pulev. So, you know, he had all the right conditions, and he still had problems with me. He still would have got knocked out if I was in any type of good shape. Everybody said he was done after 5 or 6 rounds.
Okay.
He was done. I just didn't have the energy to stop him like I did Price. I didn't have the finishing energy.
So why aren't you aligned with a big promoter like a Heyman, who he's an advisor? Why aren't you aligned with a big guy who can maneuver you into them positions you need to be at?
Well, I am 42 years old, so I've lost twice to the heavyweight champion. So, you know, they probably just don't see any future in, you know, being with a 42-year-old fighter at this moment.
Nah, you're a youngster, man. You're a youngster. I mean, have you before won the title at 45?
Yeah, I feel it, but they don't feel it. You got to tell the guys with the money.
Yeah.
Not me. You preaching to the choir over here. It's the guys with the money and the contracts that count.
Yeah, no doubt. You know something? I think a lot of people, especially in the UK, we never knew that you're probably one of the most funniest guys at boxers, you know. And I never didn't realize you were that funny, man. Like, you know, when you said what you were gonna do to your missus after the fight, and just a lot of other stuff, man. You're a funny guy. I didn't realize that. Is that Tony? That's the real Tony Thompson. I'm guessing.
Well, I mean, I've said a whole bunch of crazy crap in other fights, you know. You guys just never seen it, man. I think I've had funnier moments and said funnier things, but, you know, you guys weren't privy to them at the press conferences and so forth and stuff like that. You know, I've only been to the UK those 2 times, but to me, that wasn't one of my funniest moments. It was just a spontaneous thing. It happened. They asked me what was going on. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to see my wife. You know, kind of reintroduce myself to my wife. You know, that's it.
Okay. All right, one more, yeah? What's going to be different if you have a third fight with Vlad? What's going to be different this time?
I mean, again, you know, people don't realize the ailments I had in those fights. I mean, I don't like to even really talk about it because, you know, the first thing they say, well, he's making excuses. But I wish they were excuses. These are facts. Even in the first David Price fight, everybody thought I was fat. I wasn't fat. I had a disease. What do they call it? H. pylori or some crap like that. So it made my stomach, you know, look bigger than what it is. In the first Vlad fight, I had a torn meniscus in my knee. Couldn't really properly train. Couldn't move around. You know, obviously that's not good, messing with the heavyweight champion of the world. I still took him 11 plus tough rounds. The second fight, you know, I'm suffering from a whole bunch of what you call that crap make you all dizzy, man. Vertigo. You know, I'm trying to straighten out my vertigo, dehydration. I had a lot of things going on. I'm learning, you know, how to better take care of my body so that I can be able to fight and be at my best when I get in the ring. So those things come with time. Again, like I said, I've never really had a promoter, big-time promoter, to watch out for me and make sure these things were proper for me or to take me out of fights, you know, when I'm injured.
Yeah.
So, you know, I have to take the fights as they come.
So, sorry about this, guys. So how good is Vlad, and did he improve from the first fight to the second fight?
I mean, I think Vladimir is one of the all-time greats as well. I just think I can beat him.
Okay.
I think my style is conducive to beating Vladimir when I'm healthy. I don't think he can deal with the awkwardness and the southpaw stance. I think it just gives him trouble and scares the hell out of him. He was scared shitless in the first fight. Scared shitless.
You gave him one of his best fights
with the style. You said what?
You gave him one of his best fights after when he was
Exactly.
trained by Emmanuel Stewart. You gave him one of his best fights.
Yeah,
Or the
and
best
that
fight.
was on one leg. That was on one leg, man. So I have no doubt in my mind, if I had two legs and able to fully be in shape, I'd be heavyweight champion after that night. No doubt in my mind. Vladimir couldn't do that with me, man. I got tired and exhausted. He had Emmanuel Stewart keeping him calm and telling him exactly what to do to affect me, and it worked out for him. I'm taking nothing away from him because, again, I think highly of Vladimir. Like I said, I think he's one of the all-time greats behind Muhammad Ali, Foreman, and Tyson, and guys like that, but still one of the all-time greats to me. But
You rank him.
I have no doubt in my mind.
Where you rank him in the? Will you rank him in the top 20 of heavyweights of all time? He ain't fought nobody
Almost definitely.
though.
I think he's one of the all-time top 20s of all time, bro. You got to give a guy's due. See, what people don't understand, they get to, saying guys like a Joe Lewis and a Rocky Marciano and all those guys are better. He destroys those guys. Those guys are way too little for him. That's just the truth of the matter, guys. You guys have to realize that. Joe Lewis was what, 6'1", 210 maybe?
Mm-hmm.
He destroys Joe Lewis. His athleticism, his speed, his power is incredible. He destroys those guys, man. That's just what it is to me.
Well, because we had a debate not too long ago, and I was like, I rate Vitali better than Vladimir because for what we see of Vladimir, what he did Povetkin wrestling all over man's back and stuff like that, he don't get.
Yeah. I mean,
that
some of those things. Some of those things do look bad for him, and again, I'm one of his. I'm a fan, but I'm also one of his biggest critics because I truly don't believe he knows how great he could be.
Yeah.
If he goes out there with the mindset of greatness, he destroys Povetkin, man. He just has some issues in his past that has affected him mentally, and then he can't let out his true talent, man. But if he lets out his true talent, he destroys guys like Povetkin and those guys, man. To me.
All right.
You can say what you want about him. He uses his distance and all those tactics. He uses to his advantage. That's part of fighting. Just like Holyfield used to use his head to his advantage. Those things are part of fighting, guys. You have to put that in there. You have to rank that and put that stuff in there. Povetkin was not good enough to get through it, right? Neither was I. When he held me and he pushed me down, there was nothing I could do. He was just too powerful. So imagine a guy like a 6'1", 200-pound, 210-pound Joe Lewis, or even smaller Rocky Marciano. He destroys those guys.
You think?
Absolutely.
But it's shown that when guys get closer to him, they can let their hands go. They can knock him out. Lamont Brewster.
Hold on, Joe. Let me call you back, Joe.
All right. Cool.
All right. No. Those guys, listen. That's the operative word right there. They have to get close enough to let their hands go. He does such a great job of controlling distance. They would not be able to deal with the power that Vladimir possesses, and not necessarily just punching power, just the power enough to keep them off, to get away. And his athleticism is greatly underestimated.
Okay.
He takes a half step back. He's crossed the ring.
Well,
he's crossed the ring.
You showing us something because we ain't in the ring with him, so we have to take on board.
Right.
Even though,
I think a guy like
go on.
A guy maybe like a Tyson, who's extra small and extra fast with concussive type one punch knockout power. Now I think that's why Tyson gets him. Because he can stay under Tyson. Tyson has enough power that when Vlad tries to lean, he's going to hit him with all types of body shots that's going to really break him down, and he gets Vlad. And Tyson can take a hell of a punch.
Yeah, that's right.
Hell of a punch.
Joe Frazier,
that's what they're going to need.
What about Burt Cooper? Because I was arguing Burt Cooper could take him. What do you think?
Take who?
Take Vladimir.
Take him to lunch?
You're funny.
What are you talking about, man? Stop it, man. Stop it.
Oh man.
Stop it. Dude, stop it.
Nah,
Dude,
go ahead.
No, stop it. No, we're not gonna go ahead with that. Let's go on something else. We sound foolish right now. I mean,
all right,
let's go with something else, man.
No, that's cool. No, because no, don't worry about it. All right, so let me go back in it. So, what do you think of Deontay Wilder?
Dante is a work in progress, man. If he gets the proper training, the proper fights, I think he could be a good one. I think he'd be a heavyweight champion. He has concussive power. He has absolutely, great athleticism, and once he learns how to actually fight, he's going to be dangerous. He doesn't know how to fight yet. He's just relying on being big and one-punch knockout power.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I get myself in trouble with boxers because I'm the one who asks the blunt, hard questions. So this is a blunt, hard question. Why is this era of American heavyweights just not competing like they did in the 80s, 90s, and the 70s, and the 60s, and the 50s, and the 40s?
Why the Americans not competing in the heavyweights like they used to?
Yes.
Because I think it's multiple answers. First of all, boxing is so freaking dirty, man. So freaking dirty. It's so hard on the body for such little return. If you're not that guy, then you're not making the money worth being in there. So if you're a 6'5", 6'6", 240, 250-pound guy with decent athleticism, and I'd rather be a backup linebacker than a heavyweight champion.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is, man. You got to think about it, man. I mean, you can sit on the NFL bench or NBA bench and make multiple millions without the damage to your body. You're going to have pensions. You're going to have doctors that take care. I mean, it's just, people ask me, I got two huge sons. My son just turned 13. He's already 6'1", 160 pounds.
Yeah.
I have another son who's 14. He's like 6'3", to 180 pounds.
Wow.
And like, oh, you gonna let your sons box? You gonna let your sons box? I'm like, hell no.
Okay.
I'm gonna teach my kids how to play football, basketball, and baseball, and hope they good enough to make it in one of those things. How you doing?
So even if one of your sons,
why would I put them in the ring? Why would I put them in the ring?
Say if they had more natural talent than you. Say if you spotted them in the gym, you're one of your sons, and they had more natural talent than you'd had. You wouldn't push them to take it further?
I mean, it's always a way I'll let him do it. If he shows, I mean, just an inclination that that's just what he's going to do, then obviously I'm going to always support him.
Yeah.
I'll be right there trying to help him, trying to guide him. But, I do have a son. He loves to fight. He's a black belt or brown belt or whatever. He loves contact. He loves to fight, But I'm like, man, play football. You love contact? Play football.
Yeah.
Get out this business.
Yeah. Mr. Thompson.
Yes.
I would like to see you mix and match with the other crop of heavyweights also, like Chris Arreola. I think your southpaw and your skill set will be too much for him.
I also think so. That's why these guys will not fight me. That's exactly why they won't fight me. They know even at an advanced age of 42, I'm just way too smart and crafty and talented for those young guys. Still, that's why they won't fight me. Period.
It's true. Yeah, it's
same thing with Tyson Fury. Same thing with all the other guys want to stand around and pretend like they know what they're doing, but they don't.
Yeah, they don't call your name. They don't call your name out. And what you said about the Pulev fight was right and exact. What you said, you were trying to knock him out. You weren't trying to you were trying to knock him out, and you, like you said, if he was in better condition, you'd have took him. I didn't think Pulev. People were raving about Pulev, but I didn't think he done anything special. It was
No.
I think it's like you said. You conditioning wise, and that's what it was.
Right.
And they understand that because the heavyweight division. This is the year for. I was saying this is the year for the heavyweights, for the guy to make the moves. But no one's calling your name out. But you're willing to fight the very best. Like, look at the fight. So you beat Price twice. You go against Pulev, and now you're going against this guy who fought Klitschko, trying to position yourself to get a shot at the belt. See, and the thing is, no one's calling out Vladimir, that people just want him to leave so they can just get his belts. But you're the one saying, I want to fight that champ. I want him again.
Yeah.
That's
I'm always gonna want him. I'm a competitive type of guy. He beat me, and if you really want to be the champ, how could you not want to fight the champ to be the champ?
Yeah.
If Vladimir retires and gives the belt to somebody, and somebody claims they the heavyweight champ, how could you make a claim to that?
Yeah.
You didn't beat Vladimir. You inherited the belt. Now, I mean, after a while, they can all mix and match, and somebody has to be the champ, obviously. But I want to beat the guy.
Yeah, that's right.
That makes me the man.
Yes, sir.
I don't want to be inherited money. I don't want my granddaddy to die and leave me his fortune. I want to make my own fortune.
Yeah. You've done that, man. You've done that. So the fight against the Salita fight, yeah. You're getting another in his backyard in Turkey and that, man. So you're probably not going to get decision on the card. Is your mindset?
Oh, I'm in shape, so I'm not going for a decision. I don't go out of the country. I don't go out of the country talking about I'm gonna beat him in the 12. I'm gonna get a split decision in Turkey. No, I'm gonna split his ass open. I'm gonna knock him out.
That's why I want to hear. That's all they hear, man.
See,
that's all they hear.
That's why I have arguments with people about Malik Scott. Like, he came over here thinking that he could just hide behind a jab and pick up a decision against Chisora. That's what you have to do when you're fighting abroad. That's what you have to do.
Yeah, you don't go over there looking for no help from the judges. When they said he won the fight, when it went 12 rounds, I knew I lost.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
yeah.
Even though, if I'm judging the fight, it was a draw at the worst.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But I already knew I lost.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I already knew. And because I was just talking to Chris off air, he was saying like he ain't see the fight. I see the fight, and he's saying, man, he looked like he got beaten every round. I go, nah, man, the fight was closer than that, but. You already know. Yeah. You already know when it goes to the scorecard. You fighting him. If you ain't knocking him out,
I have to
you ain't
be
gonna
perfectly
win.
honest. I have to be perfect. That you did lose the fight. You did lose it on a jab.
I had it a draw though.
I mean, hey, everybody has their opinion. Yeah. I'm not mad at you both thinking I lost the fight. I know I didn't lose by them scores they had.
No, it wasn't wide. It wasn't extra wide.
If you looked at the fight, I thought I won 5 of the first 6 rounds.
I thought you did because you was pressuring the action. You was trying to knock him out.
Exactly. He wasn't even doing anything.
I know that the score. In my opinion, the scorecard wasn't wide. Like the first 5 rounds, if anything, and after that, then more or less you started getting tired. That's
right. But I thought I won 5 of the first 6 rounds, and right. I knew I won the 12th round. The 12th round wasn't even close. I beat him in the 12th round.
Yeah, that's it.
That's 6 rounds.
Yeah, that's right. That's why I got it. I thought it was a draw. And I didn't rate him. People came out raving about that fight, and I was like, "Nah, man, he wasn't even like that." He just had 2 back-to-back fights with Price, and and you can see in it, like you said, it's timing. They got you the right timing. So, what you want to do when you get the belt? Like, are you gonna just get the belt and retire because how many years you want to stay? How many years you want to stay in the game, or you want to hold the belt and keep when you do get the belt?
You got to at least make 3 defenses. You got to at least make 3 defenses per year. I'm gonna stay in the game long enough to win the belt, make 3 defenses, and move to San Diego.
Yeah. Okay, that's okay.
That's it. That's the plan right there. You got to make 3 defenses so people can consider you a legitimate champion. You can't just do a Michael Moore. You win the belt, get knocked out, is over.
Yeah. Well, we're definitely pushing for you to do that. When is the fight against Solis?
March the
22nd.
Yeah,
March 22nd. And it's in Turkey. So
come on, man, do your homework next time.
Do
your homework. Don't make me do your homework and you call me. Don't call me asking me the questions when the fight is. You supposed to know that already.
Oh, no doubt.
You the interview guy. What's wrong with you, man? Why y'all let this guy hang around with y'all, man?
You know what it is? The champ. You know what it is? It's because we're gonna put this out. And when he basically is making you say for the fans listening, that's why.
No, I didn't know.
Oh, you didn't know? Okay,
I appreciate you admitting that.
Y'all trying to cover you, man. All
right. He was. He didn't even get the cover good going right. You try to help a brother out. He was like, "No, I didn't know." He's busting you out on the radio. Goodness gracious! Not only is he not doing his homework, he's not even a good wingman.
Oh man!
You try to help my man out.
This is what I like about Thompson, man.
This might be edited nicely.
No, I don't edit that, man. That's real stuff. The man caught me slipping. He caught me slipping. He ain't caught slipping. He ain't caught slipping. Yeah. But even you can say all that shit. Your horse is still running in that Grand National, but it's all good.
I got one more question. Do you think the American heavyweights are afraid of you because you like fighting over the overseas guys?
Most definitely. What you think?
I think so too. I want to see
There you
Americans
go.
fight you.
I would like to see. This is what I would like to see, and only because of the simple fact that Lee is not going to fight. He's not going to fight anymore. He's done.
Yeah, he's done.
So, and they going to make one of the American guys a heavyweight champion. You know, they dying to do that, which I understand. You know, business comes through America a lot of times in the heavyweight division. It's just what it is. It is what it is. Okay, you want to do that. Okay, get all the best American, supposed to be best American heavyweight guys, and just do a tournament.
That's right.
Stop dicking around. Do the tournament. Put everybody in the bracket, 6, maybe even 8 people.
Yep.
I can name at least 6. Ariola, Stavern, myself, even Seth. Put Seth back in there. Seth,
Well, Stavern
Deontay.
you can't get Stavern in there. He's Canadian. Stavern's Canadian Haitian. You can't get him in there.
Well, he's based in America.
Okay, but it's an American tournament.
So, right. Well, I mean, you know, right now he's based in America. Canada ain't nothing but, you know, America South. That's all. Or North, whatever. That's all. So, hey, don't interrupt me when I'm trying to lay out the game right now. Man, you like 0 for 5 right now. Cut it out, man. So, you know.
Stavern, go ahead. You with Stavern, go ahead. And who else?
Yeah, you know, you get 6 guys in there, man. You make a single elimination. You know, Stavern, if he wins his first round match, he gets a bye because he's already mandatory. Because it's going, you got 6 people. Obviously, if you got 6, I don't think you can do 8. There's not even 8 good American heavyweights out there. So you got to do 6. Stavern gets the bye or Ariola because they're already rated up there. One of them wins their fight, and the other one gets eliminated. They get the bye. And then the other 2 guys fight. Huh?
I think you can beat Stavern and Ariola easy.
I think I kill all of them.
Yeah.
Absolutely destroy them. They will be so upset. This 42-year-old guy with the radio face has came and just destroyed all the youngins like it wasn't nothing. They will absolutely be devastated.
To see the way you're going, it's like they're trying to get you like a George Foreman around that age where they think, you know, you before you actually they're trying to get you that. I mean, you're fighting the very best. Where are you positioned in the world right now in all the sanctioning bodies?
I think in the IBF, I think I'm highest ranked in IBF, like number 7 or something like that. I know this fight is where Solis makes the winner number 2 in the IBF.
Oh, that's good. So you.
The rest of the organizations, I think, had me outside of the top 10. I think I'm number 11 in the WBC or something like that.
Yeah.
So you know.
This fight will put you right up there. That's where you want to be, man. Well,
so are you getting a long enough training camp this time, and everything's gonna be good on the night this time? Because I know the Pulev fight, you know, you only got 4 weeks. Is everything?
Oh yeah, no, I'm having a nice long training camp right here. Starting to feel good. My body's coming around at the right moment. It's gonna be a good fight, man.
Right, so you're gonna come in there with a 6-pack,
like I said. Say what?
You're coming in there with a 6-pack, yeah?
Yeah, 6-pack of Mountain Dew. I'm not gonna ever have that Holyfield type body. What I do have is a very functional body. My body is perfect for almost anything I want to do. If I chose to play football, I got a great body for it. If I chose to play basketball, I have a great body for it.
So let me talk about your fighting skill. I'm getting feedback beats a bit. Let me talk about
what?
Let me talk about your fighting skill. You see your fighting skill, like I try it. It's like a praying mantis, like where you got long arms and that, but you got movement. The foot movement I saw you use against Price. You don't often use that. Why don't you use that more often?
Well, I mean, like I said, I had a bad knee.
Oh, okay.
I had a torn meniscus. I had 3 knee surgeries.
Oh.
So, and now, like I said, my body is starting to respond to me again. And now, if you go back and look at my earlier fights before Vladimir, you'll see I did the same thing to Krasniki.
Yeah, Krasniki.
And it wasn't like it was big movement. It was just subtle side steps to create openings, to get out of danger, and boom, boom, boom. I've done the same thing with Dominique Gwynn. Look at the Dominique Gwynn fight, man. I looked fucking amazing. Amazing, man. I'm serious. They catch me those times when I'm healthy, I destroy these guys. My legs to me has always been the key.
Yeah. I agree, man, because You know, I got injury as well. I had a meniscus injury because I play basketball. I'm a coach, and I got the meniscus injury. I know how dangerous that injury is. It takes quite a while for that to come back, and you know, you know what I mean. It shows what kind of man you are to come back from these injuries, and what you are to try and still go for the lineage heavyweight championship. And not many people are trying to say they want that. So more power to you. And it looks like this is going to be a very good fight for the fans.
Yep.
Anything else you want to say to your fans in the UK?
Hey, man, you know, just stay tuned, man. Hopefully I get back over, you know. We can, you know, drink a pint or whatever the crap y'all be saying or whatever we do, you know.
Pint of lager, man. Pint of lager.
I'm a people person, you know. When I was over in Liverpool, you know, I got out. I talked to a lot of great people. They were good David Price fans, but they were very open and welcoming. I loved it. I look forward to, you know, coming back. Hopefully, it's against Tyson Fury or against, you know, Chisora. I love to fight Chisora also.
Man, you know what? You shut them cities down, man. Them cities are closed off now. You man. I think
you said what?
You shut them cities down, man. I think you put them cities into a depression. Liverpool.
I like to apologize for that. No, I wouldn't. Let me stop playing.
No, you know, hey, you know what? You come across a very charismatic guy. Like the last guy I remember to come across how you come on was Tim Witherspoon when he beat Frank Bruno. Because usually when a guy beats the guy from another country, they dislike him. But everyone in England, they ain't got a bad word to say against you. You know what I mean? You come across like I'm telling you, you pick up some fans in England on the performance, and you're even if I don't know what you can do after boxing, but in boxing, we're glad to have you, and obviously we try and keep in contact with you more often.
Yes, indeed.
Thanks to Chris. Hey, thank you, Tony. Thanks for your time.
No problem. Y'all have a good one, man.
We try and hit you up after your fight, man. Enjoy your training.
We'll do, bro. You got the number. Call me after 2.
We're gonna see you after the W. It's definitely it's gonna be a W.
All right, man.
Peace.
Take care, bro.
Cool.
Bye.
Peace.